Hi, you guys. I hope you guys are doing great. This is JJ. This reading is going to be what devil energy do you need to release? Before I go into what do I mean by this devil energy, let me get over some of the usual things. Timestamps will always be in the description box below. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Something doesn't fit, just let it go. Do not force it. That is okay. Not every reading is going to apply. If you would like a personal reading, you know where to find me. My website is in the description box along with all the other information. With that being said, thank you very much. If you have signed up for any of my classes, I appreciate it. I will be doing live readings, in-person readings this Saturday, November 12th in the city of Downey. I will be in One.withearth shop. I will be there from 1:30 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am doing readings based on first come, first serve. And yeah, if you want to come, just say hi and support the local vendors that will also be there. We are celebrating Judith's 1-year anniversary, and she invited me to do in-person readings, so I will be there. So if you want to say hi or get a reading, November 12th, 1:30 to 4 p.m. So with that being said, let's get started. You guys know the drill. If you guys don't want to listen to any of the intro, timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you in your selected pile. So what do I mean by devil energy? So with devil energy is toxic energy. The reason why this reading came up, or I was inspired or called to do this reading, was because of Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys should. This is where I post. This is where I'm at most of the time. It's just easier for me to just upload and just put the content, the messages up there. YouTube is a whole process, as you guys know, or if you don't know, yes, it's a process. You have to record, upload, and you know, YouTube has to verify and all this good stuff. So it takes more time. And as you guys know, I have 2 kids, so sometimes time is not on my side. So fast forwarding, I digress. The devil energy, I mean, what is toxic in your life? What has become toxic? You know, whether this be change, whether this be a person, a situation, or just a feeling or a narrative that you have been holding on to. And I feel like we're in this period right now currently where, again, you guys have heard this from me before, spirit is no longer whispering, it is shouting. And I feel like for many of us, this devil energy in our life is becoming very in our face. I feel like many of us were becoming very aware of what this energy is, how is it holding us back, and why is it holding us back. So, you know, just in case if you're like, you know, I'm not quite sure, or, you know, I have an idea, but I would like more clarity on it, well, then this is your reading. So I will see you in your selected pile. Bye, you guys. If you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. So let's have a look here. I forgot to mention, if you want to, I'm so bad at this. If you want to go and say hi in the city of Downey, all that information will be in the description box. Her Judith's IG, and also the city, and all that information is on my Instagram, by the way. So let's see. What is this devil energy? I do have another deck here behind the scenes that you will hear me shuffling, just because I channel a lot more when I have my hands busy. It's a Mars and Gemini thing, I think. But let's see. Let's see. What is this devil energy that you're ready to kind of just like let go and like fully release it, right? Because this is what this eclipse is about. This eclipse is about letting something go that is no longer serving you. Tomorrow is the portal, by the way, and that video is over on Patreon. The same card came out on Patreon. That is so cool. Okay, justice. She who battles. She who knows. Wisdom. Don't deny the needs of your body. Okay. Queen of Swords. I'm already getting a picture here. 8 of Cups. Okay. You might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These are the signs that are coming up. Very much marcados en el tarot, or in the spread. Okay. Going with the flow. Okay. Now, The Queen of Swords is the director. She directs where her thoughts and her mind and her words, where are they going? I haven't looked at the other cards, and I will look at them in a little bit. She who battles. There is something in your life that has become toxic, right? It's that devil energy. What is this? It feels to me like you're battling something. You're refusing to embrace intimacy. You're refusing to allow your heart to open up, because the Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot. So let's be honest. The Queen of Swords is someone, and for those of you who have joined my class for Saturday, we will learn all about this beautiful queen and all the archetypes and the royal family of the tarot. But here in this situation, the Queen of Swords is someone who's been through a lot, right? She's someone who is probably divorced, has been married, has kids, has been fired, has, been insulted or betrayed. She's been through a lot. She's very wise. That's why she is the Queen of Swords. She can smell BS from a mile away because she's been there, done that. It's not her first rodeo. But it seems to me that you've built these walls. See how we have this bird trying to come in, but she has her window closed. She's like, you're not coming in. I don't care if you're a red robin, a blue robin, or whatever bird, you're not coming in, right? But at the same time, some of these birds are messengers. And if we're not allowing certain messengers to come in, then we're not getting the message. And so there is this toxic trait that you have put on yourself, which is walls, this armor, this shield around you that is not allowing certain energies to come in. And that's not a bad thing. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this is to the point where we're not allowing anyone in at all. At all. And there's some good things that do want to come into your life, but your guides are saying you have become the ice queen or king in a way. Remember, we don't do genders here on this channel. We are just doing energies. And so also, there is this kind of vengeance here that's going on, okay? It's this energy of being a little bit bitter. And this is going to be a hard reading. I forgot to say this at the beginning. Might be triggered. And if you get triggered, take a moment and ask yourself, why are you being triggered? This is the first step of shadow work. Not pointing the finger at anybody else, but, looking within. So there is something here that you have become bitter about, or you took some experience and you're like, oh no, now I have to shield, now I have to guard myself because todos están cortados con la misma tijera. Is this energy of all of them are the same, or everything is the same? And you have internalized that. And there's this energy of now needing to make justice, or you feel like you need to make justice because of something that happened to you. And now keep in mind, I am not undervaluing what happened to you. I am not saying that what happened to you was not painful, that you exaggerate. Absolutely not. Because all of us are entitled to feel our pain. And all of us, we see and feel things the way we perceive them. And no one is here to tell you that what you're perceiving or what you felt is wrong. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But I feel like because of this situation that happened, you have closed yourself off. And this has become toxic for you. Okay, your guides are saying, yes, it was something that you felt unfair with the justice here. It could have been betrayal of some sort, someone that maybe you felt that they owed you commitment, or that they owed you loyalty, or maybe that you were loyal to this person or committed to this person. And so it's made you this fierce person, which is great, it's fantastic. But your guides are saying, let's not close ourselves off because of this situation or circumstances. Not everything is going to be the same. We cannot judge something based on something that has happened in the past. That's one thing. Second thing is this energy of like, if you walk away, you're still not leaving behind the wisdom that you learned because of this, and you can still apply this wisdom in future events, situations, or connections. Okay, I feel like this has become something of like I don't know how to say it. It's like, in español se dice venganza. It's not vengeance. It's kind of like, yeah, it's just a lot of bitterness is what I want to say, okay? For some of you, maybe you're really angry at an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, maybe because this person walked away. Maybe because this person didn't give you the clarity that you wanted or needed at the time. But sometimes we have to give ourselves closure. Sometimes the walking away from someone is all the closure that you need. Or sometimes the way someone behaved or the fact that they didn't give you clarity, that's all the closure that you need. For some of you, this has become something that you breathe, eat, and live by, and your guides are saying we have to let it go. It has become toxic in your life. Okay, because it seems like sometimes this is drowning you. Like sometimes you're like, no, it's hard for you to go with the flow because it's like you're overthinking things, you're reading between the lines because you don't want to be hurt, and it's completely understandable. But your guides are saying this has become such a burden and so hard for you to walk away from that it's also affecting your body. But let's look at the rest of the cards to see here. 8 of Pentacles. This could have been a situation at work. Okay, this could have been a situation where maybe someone copied your work. Maybe someone, I don't know, copied a skill of yours with that 8 of Pentacles there. 2 8s here. So this was karmic, but it's like you keep going in a loop, right? Think about the 8. You keep going in a loop. It's like it keeps replaying in your head. This could have been something from someone who you felt a lot of love for with that 10 of Cups here. It could have been family for some of you. It could have been someone that you thought was a supportive friend. Maybe this is you. Maybe you made the mistake, right? It doesn't have to remember. This could be a una lectura que te refleja a ti. It could be also that it's reflecting you in a way. Remember, sometimes readings are like that. It's your energy or their energy. But it seems like it could also be that you were that friend. You were like, man, I didn't act my best, or I wasn't supportive when this person needed me, or, you know, this regret kind of energy of like, I should have done things better. I shouldn't have reacted the way that I did. But your guides are saying it's okay. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Just extract the wisdom from it, okay? For some of you, it is someone that you thought was dependable. And they weren't. Yeah, your guides are saying you're ready to let this go. You're ready for a new beginning, but it's because you keep 21. Isn't that the World card? Yeah, that's the World card. We need to wrap it up. We need to wrap it up. We need to let it go. You need to trust that Spirit knows what it's doing, okay? And if you already tried your best to make amends with yourself or with this other person, that's all that you can do. Let Spirit step in. Let Spirit take care of this. Especially if you feel like, I don't know, this person's got to, pay me back for this, or this person did this to me and that's not fair and I'm going to. Yeah, but it's affecting and it's spilling over everything else in your life. So your guides are saying, let Spirit handle this situation and you focus on your things. Keep your eyes on your goals. Keep your eyes on your garden. Yeah, to keep moving forward. To keep moving forward, because it feels to me like this situation has not allowed you to move. Maybe someone moved away from you, and that's the thing here, that you're having a hard time like really letting this go. It feels like very scorpionic, like someone who hyper focuses on something. It's like you hold things with such like toma las cosas muy a pecho. Like you hold things really close to your chest. Okay? Like I remember one time, when was it? Wait, I'm trying to remember because I just heard my son. Oh, okay, one of his friends. One time I went to my son's school. Well, I go all the time, but one particular day. I don't know if I told this story before, but in the morning, there was one of his friends. I always kiss my kid goodbye, my little one. And I go, bye, honey, have a good day. He's like, bye, mom, I love you. And so, I gave him a hug and a kiss. And then one of his friends wanted to give me a hug. So I gave him a hug. And I was like, oh, okay, bye. Have a good day. And well, the day goes on. I went to go pick up my boy at school. I get in the car. Keep in mind, my son has moon in Scorpio. I get in the car and he's like, how could you betray me? Like, look, he looked at me dead in the eyes through the rear view mirror. And he's like, how could you betray me like this? And I was like, wait, I just got in the car. What the hell just happened? And he's like, yeah, how could you betray me? You hugged my friend. And I was like, wait a minute, what? He's like, yeah, how could you, mother? You're my mother. And he came crying the whole way home. And I was like, I would have never thought something so insignificant to me, right, would affect him. Apparently it stayed in his mind and it wasn't insignificant to him. And so, you know, I talked it out with him. But long story short, it could be something like that happened here, okay? Something in regards to that, or like you probably, you know, probably your friend or the person with whom, because whoever this seems very close to you, probably didn't mean it that way. And, you know, probably you took it that way, or maybe they took something that you did that way, or something like this, okay? And how people take something at the end of the day, and it's hard to hear, but, you know, sometimes you can do something that is so insignificant, and how someone takes it, it's on them. It's on them. It's not on you, especially if you're like, I didn't mean it like that, you know, and you try to make amends and you said sorry or whatever. Like, it, you know, let yourself off the hook there. Yes, it's time for you to rise above it. Okay, it's time for you to choose to vibrate higher and not stay in this energy of, you know, whatever this is for you, whether it is that, you know, you put these walls up, or whether it be because you're like, no, this person's got to pay back or whatever, or whether it is that you're still, whatever this pain is that you're holding on to, this devilish toxic energy, you have to let go. You have to let it go. You have to rise above it. Yeah, and I feel like your heart and your soul is like telling you, like, it's time. It's time to let it go. It's time to move in a different direction, and to open your heart as well, because this is something that has been staying in your mind. And see, this devil energy, conquer your demons. I feel like this is the whole reason why I'm doing this reading, because I feel like the collective is in this place right now where we're conquering our demons. And for you guys, it is what I just read. And because it's channeled, I don't remember half of the things I said. But that's what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Let's see, what is this devil energy that you've been holding on to, that you're ready to let go? I forgot to mention, but the shop where I'll be doing live readings, all that information is on my Insta, but I will also leave it in the description box below in case you do want to come and say hi. What else was I gonna say? I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, let's see, what is this devil energy, this toxic energy? And again, this is because the reason why I felt called to do this, if you skip the intro, is just because I feel like the collective right now is being asked to conquer their inner demons, or their demons in general. So let's have a look. Oh, I will also be pulling a card from here as well. So if you hear me shuffling, that is what I'm going to be doing, because shuffling makes me and helps me channel a lot more, because it kind of like zones me in. It could just be a Mars and Gemini thing, but let's see. We have she who prepares, formulates, strategize, and devise. Okay, I'm already getting a picture right off the bat. But let me just pull some more. Okay. Nemesis. She who avenges. Very interesting, because pile number 1 got a similar energy to this. So if you're coming from pile number 1, it's still there. Revenge, outcomes, and justice. Okay. You have earned your stripes. Trust yourself. Ooh, this is clear. Let me know if you've already picked up the message in the comments below. Always use your intuition, okay, as well. If you pick up on something while I lay down the cards, that is your own personal little message there. Before I pull the rest of the cards, I do want to say your devilish energy, your toxic trait, 11:11 a.m. As I'm saying this, look, 11:11. Okay, so as I'm saying this, your toxic trait is that you want to plan things out all the time. You're very comfortable in your masculine energy. You have a harder time in being or embodying this divine feminine energy. You might have Mars and Capricorn. You might have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. Strong Leo as well. Strong Aries as well, I'm picking up. Hold on. Strong Virgo. And probably strong Sagittarius as well, and Libra. Okay. I feel like you don't, no doy paso sin huarache, basically. I don't make a move unless I'm sure of that move. And I feel like you always need to be strategizing. You always need to be planning things, because if I cannot see the outcome of something, I am not moving in that direction. Another thing, this energy of always feeling like I can make it better. So you delay a lot of your things. You know, it can be that you record things, for example, and I'm speaking from personal example. I'm speaking because as if you were a content creator. But it can be also school projects. It can also be like your thesis or even essays for that matter. It can be anything. But it's like even conversations, even texts. You can text something, but then you read it and you're like, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. You erase it. You record something and you're like, that was not good enough. And you erase it. And you're like, don't put it out there. You come up with a project or an idea and it's like, no, until it's perfect. It needs to be perfect or else I'm not putting it out there. That type of energy. You tend to be very hard on yourself. And it could be because maybe growing up you had that parent or you had people around you who would always tell you, you know what? That's wrong. Or why didn't you think of that? What were you thinking? You weren't thinking, kind of thing, right? So it's like I always need to be planned. I always need to be prepared, extra prepared, to the point where we prepare maybe a little too much and then like this will be bothering you. It's already bothering me. I'm sorry. I feel like you can be like, wait, why is everything short in this? What's going on here? Kind of thing, right? And so like everything has to be perfect. And it's like until everything is perfect, then I can move forward. Or else I cannot. But the thing here is you are already prepared. You are very wise. You have earned your stripes. You just don't trust yourself. This is where this is coming from. It has nothing to do with the plan not being good or the project not being good or the reading or the video or whatever it is not being good or the text message or what I'm about to say is not being good. It's about you not trusting yourself. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. For some of you, there is this energy here as well of like, for some of you, yes, you probably do want to avenge yourself in some way, okay? Maybe you feel like certain people did you wrong. And so you're like, for me to get back at them, like this has to be perfect kind of thing. Not directly like directing this to them, but like it's just, I have to be perfect. I don't want to look dumb in front of people, or I don't want to look dumb in front of this person that made me feel this way or something like that, okay? The Three of Pentacles. This came out on Patreon as well. I did the portal reading on Patreon if you are interested. It's over there. Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Pentacles? The Three of Pentacles is about craftsmanship, right? It's about learning something. It's about showcasing a skill. For some of you, you don't showcase your skills or your talents and you're afraid to because you feel like it needs to be perfect. That is your toxic trait here. Perfectionism. But the thing is you already are good. You already are like talented. You already know what you're doing. You're just, yeah, there's a lot of fears here that creates insecurities. So you keep things hidden with the moon. This is hidden talents, hidden crafts. It's like certain people see them, but other people don't get to see it because you're like, no, I need to polish it a little bit more. No, like, I'm not good enough. Wait. That type of energy is going on here. Yes, it's like you're afraid to show your vision. You're afraid to, and this is the Hangman. So you keep yourself stagnant. Because the Hangman, originally, if you've taken my tarot course, then you know the Hangman hanged himself from his feet. He did that in order for him to gain enlightenment, right? To gain a new perspective. And so for some of you, it's like you get comfortable in your little, and look at the lines. It's like everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be like a certain way. And it's like to the point where, look, this person here is like, just looks defeated. But there is this whole new energy, this live soul here that wants to come out and wants to be expressed, and is very Piscean, very Neptunian, where it's very free and flowy and very intuitive, and it's like you don't allow yourself to be seen that way. And this is also very Cancerian energy. Oh, me dio olor a cofal. It smells like cofal. I forgot what's it called. Oh my god, I forgot the name. What's it called in English? Hold up. Is it just called copal? Is that what it is? I think it is. And I know hold on. You might use this in your practices. Like your spiritual practices. Because I know they use it a lot in Mayan. Like, it's good for cleansing. I know that, but I don't know what's it called in... I know it's medicinal. Okay, I got sidetracked. But it's like you have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of things to offer, but it's like you keep it hidden. You keep it behind the scenes. Look at that. You keep yourself hidden. And this is Virgo. Didn't I say Virgo? I think I said Virgo. And Virgo has this wanting to be perfectionist, has this Mercurial energy, but also Mercurial can be very can have this Gemini where it's very playful and very oh, I don't, go with the flow type of thing, trickster energy kind of as well. But again, it's like you cloak yourself. but you're very wise. You cloak your wisdom, you cloak your, you know, maybe you know a lot of shaman practices or brujita or brujito practices here, okay? Because I was talking about Mayans. Yeah, it's like there's so many things that light you up, that spark you up, but it's like you don't. I feel like you're very explosive. Like you have a lot of like excitement within you. You're like a firework, but it's just like you keep it here behind the scenes. Yeah, it's like you refuse to open certain doors. Andy, I don't know why that name came through. Maybe Andy, Andrea, Andres, Andreina. I don't know, strong A name. But it's like you can open these doors. You have doors and you have opened doors before. And you are very spiritually woke, but it's like, again, you keep it hidden. Maybe you feel more comfortable that way. We have frustration here. But then you get frustrated. Maybe in your wanting to be perfect, you get frustrated with yourself. And then we have that toxic lover is rising your blood pressure. Yeah, there's certain things here. Maybe there is a toxic person for some of you that you need to let go of. That is kind of rising your blood pressure. But for some of you, this is a toxic behavior that, you know, makes you even probably in your frustration, maybe your blood pressure might rise or something like this. Because you want to be perfect. But there's no perfect person. There's no perfect project. Sometimes it's all about just doing it, getting it out there, just sharing your vision. It's okay. I feel like you're going to get more excitement or more interaction than you think too. Yeah. Jump, you will fly. Absolutely. Leap of faith. You got to trust yourself. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting, and therefore you're not trusting spirit. Yeah. So what if you're different? So what if you're like a little alien? It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Your powers are growing too, by the way. Pile number 2. I feel like you're able to communicate with spirit in a way that is very synchronistic, very omen-like. You have this ability, and again, this is very shaman. Very shaman, where you're able to speak to, like, through synchronicities with spirit and your spiritual team. But what is your toxic trait, I feel like, or the toxic energy that you need to let go of or work on, that you're ready to kind of like nip in the butt, is that energy of perfectionism. Things don't need to be perfect. Sometimes you just gotta jump in. Okay, pile number 2. But that is what I have for you. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Let's have a look and let's see what is that devil energy that you're ready to kind of kick to the side. For some of us, toxic traits came out. So it can be that too. It doesn't have to be a person. It can be a toxic trait that we have. Okay. And the way to conquer our own inner demons and do our shadow work is to become aware of them. Not hold any judgment. That's not what we're doing here. I'm not pointing the finger and be like, oh, you have that. Shame on you. No. No. Because we all have toxic traits. We all have held on to things that are not good for us. So let's see. So we can start the healing process. Because like I said, I feel like the collective is ready to release these inner demons that we're holding on to. We're working through them. Also, the 11/11 portal video pick a card is over on Patreon. The address or the store's information where I will be doing in-person readings will be in the description box below. So let's see. What is this devil energy? She who hopes. Okay, this is feeling like an illusion. Yeah, this is feeling like an illusion. This is feeling like, okay. Let me see the rest of the cards, but I'm already kind of getting a picture what's usually happening with every single pile. She who hopes. This is, your name could be Raisa is a name that I'm picking up. Renee, but I'm also hearing Rana. Strong R, Renata as well. Could be another one. But there's something here about relationship, or it could be a fantasy around relationships, an illusion that you have around a particular relationship, or just love in general. Now, fantasy doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be, you know, it can be many things. Let me look at the rest of the cards. So we have Gina or Jenna, she who calms, stillness, quiet, and purity. Unexpected shifts, get ready. Okay, so I feel like there is this energy of, maybe for some of you, not for all of you, that are hoping to find, like, let's say, a pure soul when it comes to relationships. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like very pure. Your guys are saying we're not going to find someone who is completely flawless. Okay, everybody's going to have their flaws. For some of you, maybe you're holding on to some type of hope when it comes to a particular person. Maybe you're wanting something to go in a particular way with someone, and your guides are saying it's not going to happen the way that you are envisioning. It's actually going to happen in a very unexpected way. I feel like for many of you, this devilish energy can also be this sense of obsession in relationships. We become maybe obsessed, or we become very like narrow focused here, where we're like, oh, things are gonna go this way, and we've already built up like this whole fantasy, this whole narrative of how things are going to work. And your guides are saying we need to, yes, be hopeful, but not get discouraged whenever things happen differently than what we thought. Because for some of you, because you have this set idea, this set fantasy, or maybe when you meet someone, you put him on a pedestal, which is a big no-no. A big no-no. Don't put anyone and nobody on a pedestal. Doesn't matter who they are. Don't put, because everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes. And so when you created this fantasy, and I know it's going to trigger people. That's you know, it is what it is, and I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. It's what you need to hear and what's coming out in the cards. There is this sense of like, you create this fantasy, or you put someone on a pedestal, and when they cannot live up to what you've envisioned for them, or what you thought that they were, it's like you pull back. You pull back. Sometimes it's also because you put these people so high up on a pedestal that you're like, oh, well, there's no way I can reach this person. There's no way I can, you know, I'm not worthy of this person. But the thing is that you built this image of them. You built this fantasy of them, you know. Or sometimes you might think like they're really, really good. And this happens to all of us. This has happened to me before in the past, so I'm not judging here. But it's like we put someone, or we see someone in such pure light that when they show us a shadow side of them, then we're like, oh no, this person is really, really bad. And then we run, or we're like, no, then they're not for me. But your guides are saying if we would have not built or put this person on a pedestal, then we wouldn't get scared when the shifts happen, or when things don't reflect back the way we had fantasized or thought they would be. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, look at that. It's like when the truth is shown, it cuts and it stings a little bit, and it creates this worry, because there is some sense of fantasy here, because these are the things that you blow and then like dandelions, right? When you blow and you make a wish. It's like that. It's like you create this fantasy about something, or about your love life, or it could be any connection for that matter, or anything in your life. And then when things start kind of like Tower moments happen, or 10 of Swords moments happen, or 3 of Swords moment, or 5 of Wands, whatever it is, it's like then we start feeling like, oh, you know, well then maybe then this is not my person. But in reality, we are all flawed. In reality, we all make mistakes. But some of you put these people so high on a pedestal that you're like, well, what I have to offer, first of all, I can't even reach this person. Second of all, will they take my offer? Kind of thing, right? It's one of those things there. When the truth comes out, yeah, it's like, what can I give? What can I offer to this person? It's like there's this toxic trait here, and not even toxic trait, but there's this like the devil energy that you're ready to let go of is a sense of like, because the Six of Pentacles is giving, right? It can be charity, it can be gift giving, it can be support, it can be love, it can be, you know, someone helping you. But also there's always this other side to the Six of Pentacles, because the Six of Pentacles, a person that is giving, it means that they have more than the other two people, right? Because usually we see like two beggars here, right? That's the story behind it. And so this person that is giving from a place of superiority. So again, it's like this energy of either, I don't know which side do you tend to fall into. Either you put someone in this superior energy, you feel like they're superior than you, or you put yourself in that shoe. Okay, there's something about that here. Power dynamics here. When it comes to love, okay? Or connections for that matter. I'm not just going to say love. The reason why I'm saying love is because it's here, but it doesn't have to. And so sometimes when things go a little bit, or maybe also your devilish energy here that you're ready to kind of kick to the curb is also like, maybe you see connections as very like exchange, like very transactional. Could be that you have Venus in Capricorn, or Venus in also in an earth sign, right? Virgo, Taurus. It doesn't have to. I'm just putting, because there's many of you. Yeah, it's like there's this energy of like, sometimes we don't allow things to just rebirth. We judge things before things get to change. Before the shifts can happen and things to settle down, it's like we judge them. And we're like, okay, well, we're not giving to that anymore. Five of Swords, yeah. For some of you, it becomes very competitive for some of you with that Five of Swords. Or this energy of like, I always need to be on top. So I'm going to be on top, or I'm going to, you know, I'm going to go before you hurt me type of thing as well. Yeah, and it messes with the peace. It messes with the collaboration of the connection, because it's like you're always on guard. You're always on defense in a way, particularly in maybe your more sentimental connections. Yeah. It's like sometimes you even have you have a hard time discerning certain connections. It's like you're always on guard. You're like, can I trust them? And every little like change in tone or change in the way that they give to the connection is like, you take that as like, oh, okay, well, you know, that already there, it's a red flag kind of thing, okay? And again, this comes from past trauma, past situations that you went through. And I feel like it's like you keep it silent until it even creates like this like spider webs. What the spider webs could also mean too, that, you know, you kind of kept things in the closet that you're not kind of addressing. You kind of kept them in the 8th house energy. And so they slowly come out. Like they're there under the surface, right? Because the 8th house is still water. Oh, my right ear is ringing so loud. It's like you have a hard time being in tune with others or reading their energy too. It's like we can keep it surface level. We can keep it playful, humorous, and fun, and like shallow communication. But then when it comes to our emotions and intimacy, it's like, no, we don't go there. Maybe speaking your truth too. Yeah, you keep things very transactional, very superficial kind of energy here, okay? If anything during this video triggers you, like I said, take a pause, go within, reflect. Why is it triggering you? So we can start the shadow work. Surrender your belief of scarcity. Yeah, and I feel like this is not allowing you to open up to bring people into your life who can help you. Who can help you succeed, because this has become a block in your life. And it could be in regards to working with others too. Okay, with that Six of Pentacles. So your guides are saying when you start feeling these triggers with other people, allow the dust to settle a bit. Don't automatically just judge things right away. Because that Ace of Swords can also be very cutting. And that could also be a defense mechanism. You know, where you can come off a little bit like always on the defense, or like always very self-protective in a way, okay? Yeah, because you're afraid of betrayal. And I believe this is the Ten of Swords, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you keep carrying these swords on your back. And we're judging other people that come into our lives based on this betrayal that happened. But your guides are saying you're ready to make peace with this. Because you're ready to be in tune with others. You're ready to collaborate with others. Because there's certain people that, yes, have come into your life that do reflect, that have reflected this betrayal energy in you. Or that have made you feel like you were missing something. That have triggered this scarcity energy. But they were all teachers. They were all mirrors to you. To reflect where the wounding was to you, so you can start healing it. So that this beautiful rebirth can happen. And you're ready for this rebirth. And sometimes as well, because we don't speak on certain things that has happened to us and we keep it secret, it just spills out in other connections with other people. Yeah, and your guides are saying celebrate being human. And I know that's hard to accept, and it's hard to be like, I didn't come here to experience betrayal and stuff like this. But part of being human means, you know, also honoring the ugly parts of us being human. Look at that at the bottom. Find humor in life. Lighten up. Life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. Yeah. Because you now have discernment. Because of everything that you went through, you now have discernment. Now you're able to tell the truth from the lies. And you have to trust that you have what it takes. And when the time comes, you will act accordingly. That's all. Yeah. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I'm going to take my neighbors being loud and conversating and laughing as like, if you heal this, you will find your people. You will find your soul tribe, and you're ready. That's why this is coming up now, because you're ready to say goodbye to this. You're ready to heal this. You're ready to transform, and you're ready for your rebirth. But that is what I have for you. Bye.